Hey guys, what's up? It's Larry Longballs here, and I just wanted to make a quick video on just the settings I use primarily uh, for SDR, for Dolby Vision, HDR. And so, let's start off. I'll go with Dolby Vision first. I am in Disney Plus on the Fire Stick 4K, and it's in Dolby Vision right now. And what you should be using is Cinema, as it is the most accurate, one of the most accurate presets. And so if we go into here, when you activate Dolby Vision, OLED light and contrast will go up to 100. You want 50 automatically. That should be a brightness no matter what mode you're in, right? Sharpness, you want it at 0. For most TVs, for most brands, sharpness should be at 0. Otherwise, you're just adding something that's not there. Color 50, tint 0. Most of these settings are already locked in for Dolby Vision because it's its own separate thing. Peak brightness, you want it high. You spent a lot of money on a TV, you might as well, get as much as you can out of it. You want to turn off all these bullshit settings. Noise reduction off, MPEG noise reduction off, smooth gradation off. Real cinema you want on, but motion eye care, true motion, you want all that shit off. Alright? And so this is for Dolby Vision. For additional settings here, is there anything here? No. And I just want to quickly say for the Fire TV, for just scan, you have to leave it on, I believe, because I'll show you here in a second. So what I found was, compared to Apple TV, Xbox, when you calibrate the display, the default thing, that the test pattern that Amazon that the Fire Stick shows you is gonna go off bounds, and even if you try to adjust it and get maybe the top and right arrows hitting the edge, the other two will never hit the edge. And I figured out this was because you have to set just scan to on. And now the arrows touch perfectly. So now let's go for HDR. Let's try... I know Jack Ryan Season 2 is in HDR. Season 1's in Dolby Vision. But season 1's in Dolby Vision, but Season 2 is still in HDR. So let's just do that so we can activate the HDR settings. So in HDR, Technicolor Expert is what I use because it's really accurate. Disables all the garbage shit out of the box. Like before, you want OLED light and contrast at 100. Brightness still at 50. Sharpness 0. You don't want any extra sharpness. Color 50, tint 0. It's basically all the same. All this garbage stuff off. What peak brightness you still want on high. All this garbage off. Like I said before, there really is no difference, but it's just the mode I would use is Technicolor Expert. And yeah, so that's for HDR. It's really not that complicated. And just for SDR, I'll go back to the Fire Stick menu here because this is an SDR. Technicolor, I also use OLED light. Now this is where it doesn't matter. OLED light I put at 60. You could put it even lower because you don't need it that high for SDR content. Plus, it also helps with burn-in if you lower the LED light is, the OLED light is. The default is 80, I believe, for like the standard preset, but you don't need 80. Even in a dark room, 60 is kind of overkill. Contrast is 85 default. On the Fire Stick, like I said before, it's a special exception. It's a little bit higher, I believe, the contrast. I haven't set it because I don't really watch SDR content. But if you do a contrast test pattern on YouTube on the Fire Stick, you're gonna end up putting it like at 90 something. I just leave it at 85 because I don't really, need it. Sharpness, put at 0. I just had it at 10 because I really, like I said. You want the garbage off. You want all that nonsense off. Expert controls. Color gamma, you want auto, gamma BT 1886. That's just a default to gamma for when you do Technicolor, but it should be fine. So yeah, that's just a quick overview of my settings. These are what you should be using just to make sure your picture is delivered cleanly, exactly how it was intended to be seen. Obviously, you can get your TV calibrated if you really want to hit the sweet spot, but for out of the box, this is exactly what it should be. Yeah, so hopefully this helps. I mean, I guess I forgot, but you want to turn off energy saving instantly, immediately. But other than that, I don't really see anything else you should be doing. For gaming, for HDR gaming, the settings should be the same as the normal HDR. I keep my instant game response, I keep it off. In fact, I don't even know why it's on for this, but it shouldn't be on because this isn't even my Xbox. But I keep it off because you don't even need it. Screen shift you want on. Logo luminance. This is for how much time you want to wait. The TV waits till it dims the UI. I don't have a warranty for this TV, so I'm just going to keep it on high. Pixel refresher, you don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole unless you absolutely have to. But yeah, so those are my settings, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment. But yeah, have a good day.